My name is Alexis Trojan. I'll be one of your commentators for today's game.
Hi, my name is Malika Sanusi, and I'm here with Coach Ed. Just have a couple questions.
Hey everyone, I am Samaria Smith, and I'm here with a few of the men's volleyball players, Jose Gallardo and Diego Cardona. I'm here to ask you guys a few questions. Is that okay?
Okay. So, what are some pregame rituals you do to get in the mood for the game?
Other than coming back to school for the summer and working out, and what are some other things that we're gonna do so we can improve for the next season?
Hi, my name is Malika Sanusi. I'm here at the SIAC tournament with Rayshawn Wright. I'm going to be asking him some questions about his background. So,
Sure.
how did you get interested in volleyball?
That's an interesting question, actually. What happened was my mother always used to put me in sports when I was a young child, and I was a natural competitive guy, and volleyball was actually the last sport that I got introduced to, and I was like, this sport kind of cool, this sport kind of tricky, it's interesting, so why not give it a try? And from then I got opportunities such as joining the national team, and from there my career took off in volleyball.
So, how did you come here to Fort Valley State University?
How I came here. So I actually had a teammate on my head coach Larry's past team of Charleston University, and we were good friends. I mean, coach was actually looking for players, so he messaged me and he said he was interested, wanted to see some videos like that, because I had no like I knew nothing about Fort Valley until then, and I was like, why not? I always wanted to get the opportunity to come to America to play sports, uh, do more in education and stuff like that. So that's how I ended up here.
So, what are some pregame rituals you do to get yourself mentally ready for the games and training?
When it comes to pregame, it really starts like the day before. Like there's a lot of visualization that is done. Like what are you going to do when it comes to the game? Positive thoughts of scoring the ball, making that block, making that dig, stuff like that. I also listen to some music just to get me hype. I may have some conversations with the coaches, doing your warm ups, of course, because of I have some injuries that I need to deal with. So doing that extra warm up, that extra stretch helps a lot. That's about
If you don't mind me asking, what
it.
type of music do you listen to help get you there?
I listen to all genres of music, but when it comes to warming up, most of the time I listen to local music, which is called soca, like soca and dancehall. Sometimes a little bit of Spanish music. Anything with upbeat, anything that's fast paced, just get you moving.
I'm glad you brought that up, knowing that
hmm
you're from Trinidad and Tobago. So,
Yeah.
can you tell me about your culture shock coming to Fort Valley?
Uh, well, it wasn't much of a culture shock because we watch a lot of American movies. You all have a lot of influences back home and stuff like that. So we kind of are very how to put it. We know about you all enough to not be
Yeah.
like, wow, this is a whole different world or anything like that. But the biggest thing for me would be the weather, the temperature, the coolness. I'm not definitely not accustomed to it. Still not accustomed to it. Never will be. But that would be the biggest thing for me. Being in that cold, hot cold, especially in Georgia, that hot to the cold, that was a very big change for me. Because back home it's very hot most of the times, like cold would be high 60s,
Oh wow.
low 60s. If bad, it would never drop to 50s like that.
Yeah.
So that would be the biggest thing.
So also going into that, what were some struggles and things you had to get over as an individual and as a player?
What you mean? What you mean by that?
Like what hardships did you have to get over?
I would say the balance with academics and volleyball. That would be a big thing. Like, yes, doing school only would be easy, doing volleyball only would be easy, but both of them together, it's sometimes stressful, hard to deal with. So you have to do a lot of time management. You have to like get rid of distractions, focus on both a little more. Like you don't have as much social time, or that time where you might want to go out and party as often. You might have to sacrifice that a little bit more.
So
Yeah.
wow, that's really hard from a student athlete. So what do
hmm
you do to like de-stress when you do have time off?
Well, occasionally we'd have gatherings with my teammates, what you all call kickbacks. We call lime, for example. So that's a good way to just hang out, relax, chill. May have like play a game once in a while, but that's about it. Nothing too much, nothing too crazy.
So what motivates you to keep getting up every day and keep practicing on volleyball?
The I would say the opportunity to do things where others cannot, like just being able-bodied, being able to just participate, compete, show out for your fans, your love of the sport. I think that motivates me. And knowing that you have supporters back home, individuals that sacrifice to do so
Yeah.
much to put you through where you want to become. Yeah.
Thank you so much for Sean Wright for the interview.
Sure, no problem.
Here, we wish you the best luck in the tournament and in the game.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too.
In 2019, HBCUs, including the Fort Valley State, was given a grant to add men's volleyball team into their conference. But due to COVID, the conference was postponed until 2022.
Hey everyone, I am Samaria Smith and I'm here with a few of the men's volleyball players, Jose Gallardo and Diego Cardona. I'm here to ask you guys a few questions. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Today drained me. Let me see what I can do. Now that smells like it.
Opal House brings the better to you. Now at your local Target. Prices may vary. Use with caution. Enjoy!
What does being an RA mean to you?
Being an RA is essentially an overseer of a multitude of individuals, whether it's their living situation, what they do in the building, and ensuring that everyone's safety is, their priority.
So why did you choose to become an RA?
I became an RA so that I could give people a better experience when they moved into housing.
I just say the leadership of it all, like building leadership skills, communication skills.
Diamond Jones, who was recently named Athlete of the Year, can seal the win for her team in the last 30 seconds of the game. She shoots, shots good. Coach knows when he's down by 2, he has to have a score from Diamond. With 10 seconds left on the clock, we need her with the ball in her hand. This is it. 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Fort Valley wins the game. Drink to beat the buzzer. Buzzed, the energy drink.
The Southern Intercollegiate Conference, also known as the SIAC, was founded in 1913 and has created a platform for all athletes from HBCUs to perform and compete. In 2019, HBCUs, including the Fort Valley State, was given a grant to add men's volleyball team into their conference. But due to COVID, the conference was postponed until 2022.
I I would say the one word I would say is potential. Like, there's a lot of times that we had a lot of games where we had a lot of potential of winning, and we kind of just didn't capitalize. But I think that what our main objective was this year was to show a lot of people that we can do a lot of things, even the teams that have been established for a long time. So I just take away that. Like, I think that we had a lot of potential this year, and we should have capitalized a lot more, but we can't really hold that down. So.
Okay. And what are you looking forward to in your tournaments next week?
Just finishing. Like, there's been plenty of times where we're in the last set and we don't finish, and then we let the team come back. So just making sure we finish and doing our job. That's all.
Valley State University, where the SIAC Men's Volleyball Championship Tournament is being hosted for the first year. We're here with Shadrack Draco Mateer, and we're just going to ask him a couple questions about the program. So, Shadrack, this is your second year being at Fort Valley State University and being in the men's volleyball program. So what improvements have you seen from the first year to the second year?
Maturity levels increased. We was all a bunch of freshmen last year. Really didn't have no direction.
Right.
Guys coming back from summer, guys taking lead. Second of all, we have great captains, Jockey, Kevin, O'Shane, and our coaches as well. A big influence on our maturity.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think are some takeaways that the team could walk away with after today's loss to Edward Waters?
I mean, it's life. You lose, but you got to get back up, or else you're going to keep losing.
Right. Well, thank you.
This year, several of Fort Valley's very own men's volleyball team players were awarded for their outstanding performance. This team is eager to play and learn from their mistakes this past season.
To recognize Diego Cardona for being awarded All-Conference Second Team. Diego, can you tell us how it feels being awarded and how much hard work you put into this season being highlighted?
It honestly feels great. This is a great accomplishment for just a freshman coming in from just playing club and high school volleyball. And the pace of the game increases by a lot. So for me to get this award, it means a lot to me. And it means just get better, keep on working, push for the first team, and just live out the year next year.
A few other players, aside from Diego, won awards as well from the Southern Intercollegiate Conference. Players including Jackson Hicks, Rashawn Wright, and Isaiah Fett. These award winners will help the team for the upcoming SIAC Championship. As the Fort Valley Wildcats prepare to go into the SIAC Championship, they remember to pace themselves, stay present, and finish strong as they go up against teams like Edward Waters and Benedict College.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Dragon SIAC Men's Volleyball Tournament. Fans alike wonder what's going to happen next for the Wildcats. Stay tuned.
Hey y'all! Today I'm trying Two Cities, a pizza restaurant located in Sewanee, Georgia. Every time I come back from school, I see this restaurant, so today I just had to try it. We ordered our drinks first. I got me a Coke, and my cousin got herself a raspberry lemonade. And then she started feeling spicy and got herself a strawberry margarita. So now we're on to appetizers. Parmesan fries were so freaking good. I really liked them. The texture, everything was on point. And I mean, y'all just look at them. They were freaking thebomb.com. They were so good, especially dipping them in their ranch. That place has some good ranch, but that's a little side note that I'm going to save and talk about later. The MVP is the meatballs, y'all. The meatballs were so freaking good. Like, oh my gosh, I could eat them meatballs every day. And I mean, pairing it with the sauce, the ricotta, and the ciabatta. Woo! Now that was so good, y'all. Like, I would eat that every day if I could. Overall, the experience was like really, really nice. I really liked the details and just the stuff they put in there. The seating, the lighting in the restaurant was very nice. It really gave New York kind of like evening of New York, even though it was daytime, and probably because it was raining, but still gave that, you know, nice chill evening in New York. You're trying your pizza, your Italian food. It was really beautiful. Customer service was awesome. Our waiter always checked on us, and they sat us by a window, which gave us even more lighting. Like, girl, you know your audience, you know, we here to take pictures. Then we went to the bathroom. Y'all, this bathroom had me shook. Like, it was so freaking beautiful. I just love the details of the subway. Like, it had an intercom, it had a mouthwash station, bathrooms were clean, and I peeped that they had even won an award for their, like, bathroom being so fantastic.
So I'm Alexis Stroger, and I'm back with Sports Illustrated. We're here with Justin Yates, one of the setters for the Fort Valley State University men's volleyball team. So we know that loss is inevitable. We're going to take losses in life, but with every loss, there is a lesson. So Justin, I want to ask you, how do you feel about today's game?
Well, obviously it's disappointing that we can't go play in the championship, but a good takeaway is we got to be able to tie points together. Like, for example, we have a great play and we serve in the net, or we make this great dig and we can't execute. So just finding ways to tie points together would be really helpful for next year.
So how did this loss impact your team's goals for next season?
Well, our goal always is to win a championship, but next year we have an opportunity to get into the NCAA championship. So with this loss, just keep it in mind for how hard we need to work over the summer and next year to get into that championship.
So I know you mentioned working hard over the summer. So what do you think your team will do to bounce back and improve for this upcoming season?
I know for a lot of us, a problem was getting in the later part of the game. We were getting tired. So I think a lot of us do a lot of cardio, a lot of just extra work in the racquetball room, for example.
Right. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you, Justin. You did an amazing job tonight.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, I am Samaria Smith, and I'm here with a few of the men's volleyball players, Jose Gallardo and Diego Cardona. I'm here to ask you guys a few questions. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, unfortunately, you guys experienced a loss in Game 3. You know, sad about that. So, can you tell me how you feel about that? Can you tell me what did you take away from it, the positives?
We just played our hearts out. We know that we made a few errors, like between the sets, and we know what we need to fix for the next season. So all we got to do is put in the work during the summer and just grind out next season, and we got to want to show grit, and let's get the ring next season.
I agree with Diego. We did everything we could, gave it our all, 110% on the court. It's just the little things that we could fix, we got the summer to fix, and definitely hit the weight room and try to get bigger, stronger, mentally and physically, and just beat everyone.
Right.
So
I get it. Understandable. So with this loss, like y'all said, it never feels good. and we're not going to dwell on it, but we can take it and we can apply it to the team's goals. So how are y'all going to do that for the next season?
Well, knowing what we need to work on is clearly what we will use to like push on and not dwell on this loss. We know what we need to work on, and let's just put in the work. That's all we need.
Try to take this summer seriously. We're all young. We're gonna come in as a couple upperclassmen, still underclassmen, a lot of sophomores, a couple freshmen. Just try to use the summer to focus mentally and try to get stronger and get the reps and ball out.
So other than coming back to school for the summer and working out, and what are some other things that we're gonna do so we can improve for the next season?
Well, back at home, I usually go play beach volleyball, and that's usually good for like reps and defense and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I know a few of my teammates that will do the same, and they're gonna be playing indoor too, which is a privilege that we have back at home. So we just gotta grind and put in the work.
Doing the same thing. We're playing a lot of grass. Playing in Wapaka will help me a lot. We're playing a lot of guys that are experienced. We played at the pro level and stuff. I have the privilege to be around Jackson and Jackie Taylor, so I'll try to get them around me as much as I can. I know Coach Ed's going to be back home with us, so he's going to try to lead us to be where we want to be at for the next fall and try to win it all. So that's what we have to do.
Okay, thank y'all so much. Again, I'm here with Jose Gallardo and Diego Cardona.
Hi, my name is Malaika Sanusi, and I'm here with Coach Ed. Just have a couple questions. So, how do you feel after this game?
It's a long season. Didn't quite end the way we wanted it to.
Yeah.
However, the players did develop through the season, and we did do some good things like introduce the sport of volleyball to Fort Valley.
Yeah.
So it's a good and bad, what do you say, bitter and sweet?
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
What are some things you're looking forward to next season?
Players maturing and understanding their roles on the team physically, mentally, and socially, and what their commitment level is at this level. Because you got to remember, we're going to go from the Division II conference to the Division I NCAA bracket.
Oh, wow.
It's a big difference.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is there anything as a coach that you plan on doing within yourself or for the team?
Well, I think the head coach is going to align a more rigorous weight training program. He's working with Corey Hammond to set that up so that the guys come in a little bit bulkier, a little bit stronger, and hopefully with a little bit more confidence with that strength.
Okay. Is there a message you would like to say to the team in the documentary, or?
I just keep working, guys. Keep working. Don't stop working. The results aren't always what you want them to be, but remember, we are the mortar for the first layer of bricks, with the younger kids that are coming behind it.
All right. Thank you so much for the interview. I wish you luck next season.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
One can always dream, but with dedication, perseverance, and a positive mindset, nothing can stop it from becoming a reality.
Greetings, I am Robin Bullis. In my years at Fort Valley State University, I have developed positive characteristics, valuable qualities, and utmost experiences to be your next Miss Senior.
Miss Robin Willis, for your next 2023-2024 Miss Senior.
Welcome to the campus of Fort Valley State University's library. All you need to do to enter the building after 10 o'clock p.m. is to swipe your ID at the door. On the first floor of the library is the lobby area. A lot of kids come to talk and have communication with their friends. The lobby area is not a quiet place in the library. We also have a computer lab that is open 24 hours a day for students and teachers. There are printers on each floor, but on this floor they have 2. Also on the main floor of the library is our coffee place called Jasmine's. Jasmine's has a variety of food and drinks for students and also teachers to get food. Now follow me as we take our drink and head to the second floor of the library, the reference section. When you get off the elevator or if you take the stairs, you should see the reference desk. At the reference desk, there might be somebody sleeping. They're there to help you if you need it. Just like the first floor, there is space on the second floor for students to come and do work. Don't want to use the computer lab on the first floor? Don't worry. There's computers on the second floor as well. Last but not least, let's go ahead and go up the stairs to the third floor of the library. This is where you can find the bigger study rooms where most kids come if they have group projects. I know you're wondering if you can do it. Yes, you can check out books on the third floor.